We need more gun control. Buying a gun in the state of Tennessee is just about as easy as buying a pair of shoes. When I moved here about 2 years ago, I walked into an Academy sports store and I walked out 30 minutes later with my gun unlicensed. Thankfully, I had enough sense to take a class and get certified, as well as get my concealed carry license. Owning a gun is a responsibility that you need to take very seriously. In the past 2 years that I've lived here, there's also, being a soldier, I have seen many cases of self-inflicted harm using firearms, as well as harm caused to other soldiers and other citizens using these firearms. Suicides and homicides with guns have increased over the last few decades, and they need to be stopped. Gang violence has also been a constant issue with the invention of semi-automatic switches that make guns automatic. Road rage and rage-related incidents have also been on the rise recently, as there have been more and more firearm incidents within the past 2 years. School shootings and targeted killings have also plagued our country over the last few years, with more than 5 school shootings per year. Accidents, including unsecure firearms around children and unexperienced gun owners, have increased as well. So, how do we stop this? Prevention, safety laws, and education are our main ways to fight these gun-related incidences. We have to close loopholes within the law. For example, age restrictions, having firmer ages as low as 18, and there needs to be safety regulations in place. Now, we do live in America. It is one of our constitutional rights, upholding the Second Amendment. I believe that we should, as citizens, have the right to own guns. However, there does need to be some type of regulatory laws in place. Allowing specific weapons. Automatic weapons should not be allowed, nor should the creation of automatic accessories or building automatic weapons be allowed. Semi-automatic handguns, pistols, and hunting rifles should be allowed, with regulations such as criminal history, as well as lack of education or a history of violence. So, empowerment by education. We should be taking classes and courses to be able to buy a gun or to be able to own a gun, as well as gun ownership should be regulated by licensure, and continuing education should be mandatory to maintain that license. So, in conclusion, gun regulation is not about taking away the right to own guns. It's about protecting people and limiting the amount of firearm-related incidents that happens in the United States. Promoting responsible gun ownership and enforcing the standards and constitutional regulation of the laws is important to our safety. The goal is balance. We're not trying to take anything away. We're just trying to add to the level of safety for our citizens. We need to limit needless suffering and losses of life, and practical reform will lead to a safer America. Thank you. And then here's my audience. Turn around.